Hey everybody, happy December 1st. Happy Tuesday. It's Giving Tuesday. I know people are promoting all their stuff and making suggestions on where they want to donate to. I say donate kindness. Like literally just be kind to someone. I know it's COVID, but I'm all for the hugs and I'm all for the high fives. There's hand sanitizer and masks, I guess, for that to prevent any kind of contamination. But I think we need it more than ever right now, and kindness could go a long way. So yes, maybe that looks like giving to your favorite charity, but that also looks like just saying hi to somebody on the street and smiling with your eyes because you most likely have your mask on. Just doing our best to make sure that people feel acknowledged, heard, and seen, I think is super important right now. Today marks 2 months since my mom passed away, and it's been probably the hardest 2 months of my entire life. And the last 2 years haven't been easy for me if you've been watching my stuff and reading my stories and my blogs. Obviously, given my circumstances and my healing process and all the stuff that has come along with it. And then also on tomorrow is my best friend Maddie's 2-year anniversary of when he got his angel wings. So I'm getting a double whammy the next 2 days of feeling different grief and emotion. And, when Maddie passed away, I was with him. And when my mom passed away, I was not with her. So it's a total different kind of grief because I got to say goodbye to somebody I love. And then I didn't get to say goodbye properly to my mom. And it's been really weighing on me, but I've been seeing the signs and she's definitely with me. I actually got these rings. I have more too. I got them sized, they're hers, and I'm excited to wear them and dress them up, but I kind of put them all on today because I just got them back from getting sized, and I just want to wear them. I just want to have everything that's hers right now and just be completely embraced by her physical presence, even though she's not here anymore. So I wanted to start this because I have kind of an important announcement to make. Very excited. But I wanted to start this. I went to yoga the other morning, which I go to about 5 days a week at CT Power Yoga. This hoodie's from there, all about alignment. And I love CT Power. I love infrared heat. I love hot yoga. I love moving my body. It makes my body feel so good. I feel strong and energized through the day. And one of the teachers, she read this blurb from the book from Melody Beattie. And I just wanted to read it because I think it's very relatable to what's going on right now and maybe how some of us are feeling and treating other people. So it just resonated and I thought I wanted to read it out loud. So discover the power of your heart. Much of the journey has held lessons about power. Many of us have experimented with different kinds of power. At times, we may have used force, brute strength. Certainly, most of us have experimented with power plays, only to find that they aren't the answer either. Along the way, some of us may have gotten hard, cold, rigid, and even angry at their circumstances, thinking that that was the way to own the power. Often these attempts don't signal power at all. They actually signal fear. And true to many of us, learning to experience, express, release our anger has been an important milestone on our path to power. But the power we're seeking is different from force, coldness, hardness, or power plays. We aren't learning to flex our muscles that way. Open to a new kind of power, the power of the heart. Clarity, compassion, gentleness, love, understanding, comfort, forgiveness, faith, security with acceptance of ourselves and others will then open our hearts. That's the power we are seeking. That's the true power. Power that lasts, power that creates a life we love and we want, power that creates abundance and possibility. In those situations, true power, power that lasts, we can trust that the brute, the strength, the coldness, the rage will not give us what we want. Relax. Stop flexing your muscles. Instead, open your heart. Let power come gently. Let a new strength flow through you. Defend yourself when necessary, but avoid any actions and reactions that take you away from peace and joy. Whatever your situation, relax your body, relax your mind, relax your soul, and connect to the universe. So I thought those were very powerful words and super relatable with some of the things that are going on in my life right now. So when the teacher read that in yoga class, I was like, holy cow, I totally needed to hear that. So I thought maybe somebody listening to me right now might have needed to hear that too. I haven't had time to process or celebrate my circumstances because I've been so consumed with outside stuff and obviously my grief that on November 4th, I had a scan. And that was 7 months since I had my last scan, and I wrote a blog post about it. So please read the blog because it goes into more detail about what happened the last 7 months that led me to this scan. But I think you'll find it interesting. And definitely there's information in there if anybody is looking for any insight on getting healthy or taking a holistic approach to some kind of immune deficiency or illness or something that's going on. Of course, nothing I ever say is medically influenced, or it's just my perspective and my opinion and my personal experience. But I had a scan, and on November 4th, my mom died October 1st, and it was basically a month after she passed away, which is ironic because my lumpectomy was November 4th, 2019, and then I had my scan November 4th, 2020. When I went into the scan, I was kind of numb. I didn't feel anything about going in for the scan. I wasn't even worried really, and I talk about this in the blog. But the scan came back stable. So what that means is my situation has not progressed in any way. There has been no spreading in my cancer cells that are potentially still there. And again, I explain more in detail in the blog. I write it all out and what that means and what that looks like. But my oncologist was blown away. And I was trying to figure out what happened in the last 7 months previous to the 7 months prior to my scans, when I had surgery and then I had scans in May, and then now I had a scan in November, and everything's been kind of dormant and sleeping. And I've been just living my life. And that is kind of where I think the pause happened inside my body. Is even though, yes, I've been doing all my holistic treatments and all my things, my life wasn't just preoccupied by healing cancer. It was more focused on just living and doing and being and having fun. And that was something that I needed to just surrender, and I did that. And then my scans came back stable. So like I said, there's more information about that in the blog. But my oncologist, Dr. Barry Boyd, I started with him in May, and he's old school oncologist. I think he's like maybe 78 or 80. He's an interesting guy. He's been around the block, and he's very lax, but he's definitely medical, who has seen a lot in his life and is starting to believe more in not conventional treatments also. And he incorporates a lot of conventional with holistic treatments with a lot of his patients now over the years, because he's been doing this for so long. So he kind of just goes with the flow with me, which is great. But he's super impressed, and I am so relieved. And I just wanted to share that, to give maybe a little bit of hope today. I felt like I needed to say it out loud because I have not been celebrating it. Like, I have somehow in the last 7 months kept things the same. And that is huge, because with my type of diagnosis, that's basically unheard of. So I'm pretty proud of myself for that. And I'm going to continue working on myself and growing and just being the best version of myself. But I wanted to share that. And I really hope that, going into 2021, we can all find some positive perspective from this whole situation.